All right. Hey ladies. I decided to do my first video live for my 5-day series that I'm doing. The clue or the hint I gave was the number 5. And the reason I gave that hint is our 5-day series that I'm going to be doing is all about 5-minute makeup routines. If you know me at all, you know I don't get up extra early ever for anything. So when I get ready, it has to be within like 5 or 10 minutes. If it's going to take me like 45 minutes to an hour to do my makeup and my hair, it's not going to happen. So usually my makeup routine is about 5 to 10 minutes, and that includes hair. But I've just figured out ways using the palettes and simple, easy ways to do my makeup within 5 minutes. So, especially I know people who have kids, they don't have a lot of time. They got kids with their hands under the door and banging on the door and they're trying to get ready in the morning. I thought these 5-minute makeup routines would be helpful for people that maybe skip makeup thinking it's going to take them a long time. So, I'm just going to go ahead and start. My first video is going to be live. Every time I do a live video, I just hope nothing embarrassing is going to happen because it's not like you can take it back. So, we'll see how that goes. But like I said, it should be about 5 minutes. Every day I'm going to do one look that's about 5 minutes long, and that includes face, eyes, and lip. Alright, so today I'm going to use the Addiction palette, number 1, which is probably my favorite. It's a lot of browns. So I'm going to be using this. So I'm going to start with my face. I always start with Glorious Primer, and I might try and go kind of quick that way. I can get it done in 5 minutes. So I always put our primer on. Now, one thing you need to know about primer, and especially our primer, is you actually want to let it dry. So what it's doing right now, it's so silky and smooth. It's filling my pores, my lines, my wrinkles, and what it does, once it dries, it basically plumps up and fills up those pores and lines. So when your makeup goes on, it's nice and smooth and doesn't sink in. But if you put it on while it's still wet, you're kind of just mixing it into those lines instead of letting it dry and being able to put it on over top. So I let that dry for a second. I always put eye primer on. I have oily skin. So for some people, the face and eye primer, the Glorious face and eye primer is enough, and they can put that over their eyes and be fine. And their eyeshadow lasts all day. Mine, it's just kind of, so my eyelids get pretty oily during the day that I like to use my eye primer. Otherwise, I feel like my eye makeup doesn't last quite as long. So that's kind of how I start my face. And then I do my liquid foundation. You always want to empty your dropper to get it all mixed together. There's not preservatives that keep everything separated like some foundations. So you want to make sure you shake it really good. Okay. Then I'm going to get my liquid foundation brush. It has a little hole in the center that actually is what helps buff out your makeup. So you just want to do 3 or 4 drops. You don't need a lot. So you can see there's 4 drops. I kind of dot it over my skin. You can see I have acne scars and stuff that I like to cover. And then you're just going to lightly buff that in with your brush. So you can see how much it evens out my face. I mean, this stuff is like a miracle. And it's buildable. So if you end up putting it on and you think, yeah, I need a little bit more coverage, you can always add more. Okay, so there is my foundation. Skin looks much better already. Okay, so now I've already primed my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Addiction eyeshadow palette number 1. And I'm just going to do a couple of colors. So I'm going to start with Elated. It's this light color here. And what I do with these really light colors is I do it all over my lid, and then I actually bring it up under my eyebrow bone to kind of highlight under my brow bone. So, go ahead and do that on both sides. The thing about these palettes I really like, actually, poor connection, there we go. I actually almost bought another eyeshadow palette because I'm addicted. From another company, an expensive eyeshadow palette that was on sale at Ulta today. I saw it in my email, and I looked at the ingredients and realized their eyeshadow has phthalates in it, which is really not good for you, and it's not good for your skin, and it soaks into your skin and gets into your bloodstream. So it makes me thankful to know that these eyeshadow palettes do not have phthalates. So, and the second color I added was Sincere. So I just do that. It's like a silver champagne color, and I just do that all over my lid. So I don't bring this one up underneath my brow bone. I just leave it on my lid. Okay, and then if I'm just doing a quick and easy day look, I'll use a big blending brush and any of the dark colors on the other side of the palette. So today I'll use Zealous, and I'm going to blend that into my crease. So I start in the corner, and I just blend up. And we have a nice big brush like this, or any kind of crease brush. It makes it really easy. It's really kind of idiot proof. So I just am blending Zealous in on this side of my crease. I just kind of dab my brush in too. I don't get too much on unless you want it to be a little bit darker. Okay, so then I would finish off my eyes with our Moonstruck eyeliner. This color is a dark brown color. It is Proper. And our eyeliner goes on super easy. Sorry my eye has to be so close, but I have to be able to see it. Okay, so I just throw this on. Like I said, if this is just a quick daily routine, I don't really worry. I just kind of do follow it along my lash line, nothing fancy. I always have a hard time making it even. That's good enough, right? Okay, so the last thing I would do on my eyes is going to be my 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. So I'm always going to start with my transplanting gel. And you want to make sure you coat all over your lashes so that the fibers will stick. Okay. And then I'm going to do my fibers. You want to make sure you concentrate mid to tip and outer edge of your lashes for your fibers. Okay, and I'd let those dry for a second, so while they're drying, I'm going to do my other eye. If you need more volume, you want to shake your brush up your lashes like this. Okay. I always have a hard time getting my mascara in this corner of my eye for some reason. There we go. Okay, then fibers on this eye. Okay. Mid to tip, outside edge. Okay, and then I'd finish off by doing my final coat to seal my fibers on both eyes. I just think it helps to do it this way so that my fibers have a chance to sort of dry onto that transplanting gel before I do that. And then I will, actually, I'm almost done. I'm just going to put a little bit of the bronzer on. As you can see, I do not tan my face. During the summer, I always wear a lot of SPF. So I always do it just a little bit, kind of like a light contour. See, I'm using a bigger brush. So I do my temples up here. I do my jawline. Everywhere you would pretty much contour, but I just, if I'm in a hurry, I'm not going to sit there and, make sure it's perfect. I'm just going to give myself a little bit of color on my nose. So you can already see it gives me a little bit of a glow compared to before when I looked extremely pale. And my very last thing that I do is, actually not my very last, my second to last, is just a little bit of blush. And with ours, it's so pigmented, I literally just do that. So this blush is probably going to last me the next 50 years. Okay, and the very last thing I would do is throw a lip stain on because I know it's going to last all day. This is Sappy, so it's a very light color. Again, it goes on just like water. Literally feels like there's nothing on your lips. And you can layer this, so if I wanted it a little darker, I could layer it a little darker. You want to kind of let it dry in between coats. And then once it dries, it's going to stay all day long, and you're going to be able to, put chapstick over it if you want to make a little bit more moisture, or you can put lip gloss over it to make it shiny, whatever kind of your preference is. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, every day I'm going to do a quick 5-minute video on sort of how I do my makeup. And the eyeshadow palette, Addiction #1 is what I use today. It makes it super easy and quick to do your makeup in the morning, or if you're like me, it's, what, 6 o'clock and I'm doing my makeup. Well, thank you so much. Have a good day.